Welcome back. We are the Non-Group Biters. I'm G,
And I'm Ethan.
and today we're going to be bringing some natural disasters to the island. I'm playing earthquakes,
And I'm playing Volcano.
so we're just going to bring some calamity to the livestock colony from Habsburg, where they are going to be able to move their towns a lot and just they like to have blight on the board, so we'll just have to deal with that and see how we can manage with our spirits on these starting positions. Initial explorer in the wetlands. Okay, good thing I started
Oh,
in this board.
yeah, that's good. It wouldn't have mattered for me anyway. Let's
Yeah,
see what we can do with this.
on to turn one. For turn one, I went with growth option number two. I gained Nature's Resilience, and I'll be playing Inspire a Winding Dance, and I impended Resounding Footfalls So Dismay.
All right. I went growth option number two, and I'm going Lava Flows. So I got no fasts.
I have one
Oh,
fast. I can just add a Quake token in one of my lands, and I'm just gonna add it in that top wetlands right over there. Yeah, that's it.
all right.
On to Invader phase. Skip event. Go to build. Building in the wetlands, cities, disease, town, town. And then mountains. Alright. So far. Oh, after the build step, we were supposed to gather a town from a land not matching a build. So this town should have gone in here. Uh, this town in here and this town in here. Yeah. Habsburg moment. Oh, during play when invaders would build a city in an inland land, they instead build two towns. Right. So this should actually be like this. All right. Now we're on slow powers.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
I mean, Inspire Winding Dance, it's not a lot, but I guess I can push this town into this jungle and then gather this Dahan into here. Or I'll gather this Dahan into here. Or, no, 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 this one. This one for sure.
So I'm a little torn here, but I think the wisest move is going to be just to use the Badlands and the Wilds into this mountain, since they're going to gather into there anyway.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a good one.
All right.
Okay, TP.
I got nothing for the wetland road. That thing, that's not a good
Yeah.
look.
For this turn, I went with the growth option number two. I gained Domesticated Animals Go Berserk, and I impended Radiating Tremors. And I'll be playing this card that I just gained.
Right. I went with growth option number three. The card I got was Treacherous Waterways. Honestly, just for elements. Either way, I'm going to be playing Exaltation of Molten Stone and Rain of Ash. So
Alright. Fast powers,
here's
can you give me range first?
yes, I will do that. Gain range and split the energy as evenly as possible. Do you need energy?
No, you
I
can take
kind of
it.
do. Okay, so I get two, you get one.
Alright. I'm going to one fear, defend five in. I could do it in this land. It's
That looks
probably
good.
better in that land, but I also kind of want to save the Dahan here.
Uh, I think you save two Dahan here is better.
Okay.
Save two Dahan or save one Dahan.
If that. Yeah, the range was so that I could protect this, but consider this. They won't be able to drag out this town after the Ravage. It'd have to be this one.
So how does the range work exactly?
From the mountain. So, okay, it's range zero.
Oh yeah. I think this lane is better either way since you're not activating your innate.
If they do something stupid where the towns do +1 damage, then It's blight cascading.
Yeah, I'll deal with it,
Okay, are you done with
or
fast?
I'll watch you deal with it. uh, so G, quick question:
Hmm.
Do you think it's worth exploding here?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, because I can prevent two builds off it,
Okay.
or I can let them build and do it next turn anyway.
You'll be able to hit it next turn?
In one land, deal X damage. X would be two. Um, two with the bad lands. Is that worth it? That's three damage. That seems unwise. Let's just explode now.
Okay.
Gonna remove two presents,
Okay.
and
Where?
I'm gonna target this land. And because I removed a presence on this land, it would kill
It also kills
the
the
Dahan.
Dahan.
Sadly, yes, but sacrifices have to be made.
Let me
Yeah.
check something real quick. Migratory herders, even if they do build, they're gonna move the towns into there anyway. So
Mm, so it's the
maybe
move.
maybe you should have saved. Maybe you should have saved.
Uh, I think we'll figure it out. I'm confident in this play. Like 60%. So it's
All right.
confident enough.
I got no innate, so this is the end of my turn pretty much. Ethereal conjunction, a confluence of spiritual forces gather. Each spirit chooses. Discard all cards from hand.
I want to do the top
I'm
one.
gonna do the top one.
So -1 energy, lose a presence. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
I'm destroying this one, yeah. Disease does not prevent builds. Okay. One fear per board with disease, and then remove a blight and a land with Dahan. Oh! Wait a minute. That's relevant. On each board with 5 or more Dahan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes! This blight is gone. Okay. Ravage in the wetlands. This is gonna blight, and I do believe that this is actually a super blight. Because, yeah, it did 9 damage to the land.
Okay.
So let me get a counter.
We can handle one. That's no biggie.
Uh, no blight here. The Dahan soaks it. Over here, the Dahan strike back after the town's ravage, killing 2 towns. And then over here, it's gonna blight as well, and this Dahan is dead. Okay. Build in the mountains. So they're gonna build a town here, and then they're gonna gather a town into each mountain. This one can't actually gather any, but this one can get this one.
Okay. Not bad.
It's kind of bad.
It's manageably bad. I
Explore in
don't.
the sands.
That's a good explore. I can live with that as well. Okay. Time to work.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Rain of Ash. 2 Fear of Invaders are present. Push 2 Dahan and 2 explorers or towns to lands without your presence. So I am able to do this in a couple places. I can't reach over to your land, sadly. I'm gonna push this town into here, and I'll set up shop over there.
And
And,
then,
oh,
yeah.
yeah,
You can
okay.
add back your destroyed presence at least.
At 1 range, let's just make a sacred site,
Yeah.
and then we'll pay 2 to gain a power card.
Okay. Yeah, you
Ooh,
paid 2.
many options. What is more important, Earth or Fire?
For you,
Equally.
probably fire.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do Fire. Uh,
Weep for what is lost is just good.
I agree. Taken. TP.
For this turn, I went with growth option number 3, which means a few crazy things happen. One, I made it so that my cards that were impending go off 1 turn sooner. So, Resounding Footfall, Slow Dismay, and Radiating Tremors are going off this turn. Additionally, I reclaimed Domesticated Animals Go Berserk, and I'll be playing it alongside Nature's Resilience.
I went with growth option number 3 once again. I got Rolling Bog and Snagging Thorn. I'm going to play that with Pyroclastic Bombardment.
All
All
right.
right.
You don't have anything that buffs me, I think.
I do not. So let me Rolling Bog and Snagging Thorn. 1 Fear ISO onto stage 3, which is kind of nice. ISO marker is down. And we're going to defend 2 as well. Fear has been added already. Pretty good. Go ahead.
Okay. I have Domesticated animals go berserk in a land with range 0. So 1 fear, defend 5 here, and also add a beast. We will see if that becomes relevant.
So G,
Yeah.
I don't know how much influence you have damage. Any hints on that one?
Hold on. I For some reason I thought you were giving me range this turn.
Oh shoot.
Shoot.
Well, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna pyroclastic bombardment. This is gonna be kind of sad. I'm gonna do 1 damage to all these towns and then 1 more to kill that.
Okay.
Now, I kind of want to erupt on it,
Mm-hmm.
but I will lose all my presence there.
So
Is
on my
it worth it?
growth, I gathered a Dahan and I didn't move a presence. I'm thinking I might just take the L here. I'll do a 1 fear and then add a quake token in this land. It's If that wetlands ever becomes a problem again, then at least I'll have it covered with quake tokens. It is what it is. And then yeah, a last thing is nature's resilience. I'm gonna defend 6 in this land. And then my power over here. If you have at least 1 impending card. Oh no, I have no impending cards.
Shoot. Oh, what do you think?
Nothing happens with my innate power. Oh my god. I think I critically misplayed this game.
I guess we're gonna have to see if we can get bailed out here. I will not be exploding today.
Okay.
I'm gonna prey on event and fear card here.
Of course it's heavy
Okay.
farming, dude. During the next
Each
ravage,
town.
each town does +1.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Each beast. Okay.
each beast destroys an explorer. That's fine. So
That's
that one's
-1.
gone. This one's gone. That's it, right? No, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's it. Add a Dahan to a jungle or a wetland with Dahan. Just add it to the jungle here and the jungle
And then
here.
this jungle.
Alright, fear card. Defend 1 in all lands.
Not bad.
That's something. So this is a defend 7, defend 6, defend 3.
Yep.
Okay. Ravage in the mountains. So this is fully defended, nothing here. This is fully defended, Dahan will fight back and kill. Over here, they do 3, 5, 7, 8 damage. Okay, it doesn't blight. That fear card, the 1 defense mattered. Oh my god. Build in the sands. We're gonna build a town here, town here, town here. This sands gets a town. 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 And now we're on stage 3. So okay. It's stage 3 mountains. So they're going to, well, ISO wilds, that's pretty good. Explore, explore. And then the escalation is on each board with 4 or fewer blight, add a town to a land without towns or blight. And then on each board with 2 or fewer, do so again. So I have to add 2 towns, and you have to add 1 to your board.
Hmm.
I am
1 to
adding
my
the town
board.
to the wetlands where I can actually do something. And then the other one can go here as well if I'm doing wetlands. Where do you want your town?
There's no winning areas, is there? Do they have to be in separate lands?
Lands without blight or towns.
Let's add both to here.
And you get 1.
Oh, I only need. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, slow powers. I have radiating tremors. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. I might not have completely thrown this game out. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna start by doing 2 damage with radiating tremors, and that is going to kill this town. That does not remove the quake token. It's just 2 damage. Wait. Yeah, that doesn't remove the quake token. Instead, it pushes any number of Quake tokens, dividing them as evenly as possible. I'm going to push this Quake token and just that one over to there. Okay, and then Earth shudders, buildings fall. I have to pick a land that I'm on that has a Quake token. That is unlucky. Me not having range this turn really, really screwed up my play.
That is all right. Okay. I'm going to add a destroyed presence, and I'm going to pay 2 energy to gain a power card. Gift of Living Energy has good elements, but I don't know if that's what we need right now.
I think Rain of Blood is... Or Teeming Rivers. No, Rain of Blood I think is it.
I think it's Teeming Rivers.
You want Blight removal against Habsburg?
I do. Well, we want to balance out the Blight, right? Because I'm thinking I'm going to eat it here.
Okay, sure.
Sad.
I mean, that's good though if you do eat it, because that means you don't have to deal with escalation on your board ever again. So yeah. I say you let it happen, and go for Rain of Blood, and we go for Fear instead.
Okay, I'll probably forget it later. All right, let's move on. TB.
Yeah. For this turn, I will go to option number 2. I gained a major power by forgetting Exaltation of Echoed Steppes. What I gained was Vanish Softly, Forgotten by All, and I impended it alongside Gift of Seismic Energy. And this turn I'm playing Rumblings Portend a Greater Quake.
Alright, I'm taking a slow turn today. I went with growth option number 2, and I'm playing Treacherous Waterways and Weep for What is Lost. Alright. We'll pop off in 3 turns according to G.
Yeah. I asked him, can you play Pyroclastic Bombardment in 3 turns? And it's because of this card. We'll see if I'll be able to remove all damaged invaders from a single land.
I really hope you're right.
Rumblings Portend a Greater Quake, if you have at least as many power cards, as many impending cards as power cards in play, which I do, 1 Fear and add a Quake token. So
pretty good.
I want to add a Quake token over here, since I'm there, and I can do something about it on a slow turn, maybe. I also have this. If you have at least 1 impending card, add another Quake token in one of your lands. I'm going to double up over here.
Oh, interesting.
And
I just saw a new play.
I can defend 2. It's probably not going to matter too much, but... Oh, wait, no, I can defend 2 here. Yeah, that'll save the... Yeah. Wait, no, it has to be on my land.
Doesn't it have to be your land?
Yeah, it has to be on my land. Oops. I could have moved this presence on growth.
Okay, I'm cool to go with that.
Oh, I could have gathered this Dahan too.
Yeah. Okay. Treacherous Waterways. I am going to push an Explorer. Huh. I don't know why this guy's here. He's not anymore. And then, will I explode? I have to, or I'll lose this presence. So...
You only need to explode 1. You can do, but if you do 2, you can do it in an adjacent land too, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to do explode for 2. I'm going to kill this with Badlands on my passive and kill this.
Cool.
Yep, that's everything.
All right.
Slows.
Well, Invader phase first. Invested Aristocracy. We're on stage 2. After the Ravage step, on each board where added no Blight, add a town to the highest numbered land with no invaders. Okay. So, I'm just gonna put a thing here. Prey on the Heedless. In each land with beasts, 1 damage per beast. Okay. Nothing here. 1 damage here. Nothing here. Add a Dahan to a land with 2 or more Dahan. I would like some more Dahan here. And then for you, putting it here is relevant.
Yep.
Alright. No fear card, Ravage. So, over here, it's going to kill 2 Dahan, 1 fights back, kills the town. And then over here, it's going to Blight, and that Blight's going to Cascade. Where do you want it to Cascade to?
Do you want it up, or should I keep it on my board? My board makes it easier.
Let's put it on my board so I can dodge the other thing. Actually, no, I don't dodge it. No,
you don't dodge it. Give it to me, then.
Yeah.
Bring it down here.
Yeah. Because I defend this. I mean, at least this finishes off the town, and we got a fear card.
It's not bad at all.
After the Ravage step, on a board where it added no blight, we got blight on both boards, so skip. Build in the mountains. Nothing, nothing. Disease, nothing. And now each mountain gets a town. Can't get one here. This one gets one. This one gets one. This one gets one. This is looking actually not too bad, I think.
Very manageable.
If they're all coming into one land, that's fine by me.
I agree.
Explore coasts. Even better.
Less better, but still manageable.
I mean, you're on the coasts. You have coastal mountains on both boards.
That's true.
I got no slows.
I have Weep for What Is Lost, and are you gonna be defending somewhere here? Like, are you defending this?
I can. I'm reclaiming next turn, so there's a lot I can do.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Minate. Throw a presence here.
Adding destroyed presence, and then you
And
can
then
pay
-2.
to gain power.
And I will do that happily. Let's make it a major for Rain of Blood. I'm probably going to reclaim next turn. Forest of Living Obsidian. Do I have any sun?
This is such a good card, but you're only able to do it in mountains.
Yeah, no sun. No sun at all. Unrelenting Growth is tempting.
Unrelenting growth is good for you, unironically.
Yeah,
Yo,
let's do it.
I was thinking Irresistible Call to make your Volcano better. It might be better for me to have had it, though. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's much better for you to have it, sadly. Rain of Blood is being forgotten.
Yeah.
And lastly, Weep for What Is Lost. So I was going to do it here.
I think you push stuff into there, man.
You think I should put stuff into there?
Yeah, because you're going to explode next turn, right?
2 damage?
You have Badlands.
Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to target this land. I'll push an Explorer in there, and I will explode for 2 there. This town is going to get pushed to you.
Why?
Happy birthday.
No.
Push to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
1 fear per type of invader present. Yeah, that's 2 fear.
Yep. TP.
TP. For this turn, I had to reclaim, and I decided to add a presence instead of gaining a major. I put that presence in the jungle. Now I have 2 energy to be able to afford to play Domesticated Animals Go Berserk and Nature's Resilience. I also had +1 play for Impending, so I impended Radiating Tremors.
Alright. I went and reclaimed this turn. The card I got was Enticing Splendor, and I'm going to be playing Roiling Bog Snagging Thorn, Exaltation of Molten Stone. We are going to build up to a play.
I also, I did gather a Dahan into this land from the jungle, and I moved this wetland from the sand. I'm going to be going full defense on that coastal mountain. So I'm going to defend 11 in that land. And it does not add a beast because I don't have enough moon. But that's fine. And then if you have at least 1 impending card, add a Quake token in one of your lands. I have 3, so I'm going to add a Quake token into this. And then I can also defend 3 in one of my lands. I'm going to defend 3 over here. And yeah, I think this is how much damage? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's fully defended.
So, does energy help you?
It will help me next turn.
You get 2 energy, I get 1.
Okay.
I'm going to Rolling Bog and Snagging Thorn here, but before I do that, let's explode.
Okay.
Honestly, nah, we all in. I'm using all 3
should all in. So that's 3.
That's 3 damage. With Badlands, we'll kill everything. I told you it wasn't pretty.
Did you just throw the town into the ocean?
Yeah, I'll generate the fear. Sorry.
Okay.
Roiling Bog and Snagging Thorn. It's gonna have to go elsewhere though. I'm thinking, is this enough defense? 1, 2, 3,
It
4,
is
5,
enough defense, yeah. They're doing 10 damage.
Do you trust it?
I trust it.
Okay, so where can it be? It cannot. It can be sand, jungle, and wetland.
I
Well,
think you play for the ISO here.
I am playing for the ISO. So
Yeah,
one
then
fear.
ISO the jungle has nothing in it.
Yeah, ISO the jungle.
Okay,
Let's see
and
what
then
happens.
also one fear.
Yeah, I regenerated it.
Event time. Putting down roots. Replace an explorer with a town. I think let's do it here. And here. Yeah.
Okay.
In a lands with disease or strife, no such lands. Each player may push an explorer or a town from a land with Dahan. Ooh, okay. I want to push this town into there. Since we don't have any presence on this board, like at all, we should try to just get as much stuff as possible up here to deal with.
I'm down
And
with that.
it's each player, it's not each board. So
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's actually a very big distinction. Oh.
we're banking on jungles, so might as well go for jungles.
So push things out of jungle, you're saying? So
No, no,
this
push
and this?
things into jungles. Push things into jungle from Landwood Dahan. So push this explorer. Or, actually, even better, push this town.
Why don't we... Okay, I have an idea. Push everything into the wetland. We prevent 2 builds this way.
Okay, wait. How do you mean? You mean like push
Uh,
this and this?
yeah, something like that. We don't prevent 2 builds. We prevent 1 build, but that's still pretty good.
Okay.
Well, each player may push
No,
1.
that's not gonna work because we're against Habsburg. They're just gonna gather those towns anyway.
Yeah, but I rather them not build and then gather 1 instead of build and gather 1. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, well
Uh,
I'm committing with my town to this jungle, you do what you want.
your town of that jungle. I'm going to gather this town into... Oh, it's with the Dahan, right?
It has to have Dahan in it, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just give this 1 less ammo piece. All right.
Alright, fear
Your
card.
card.
Push an explorer or a town from a land with Badlands, Wilds, or Dahan. Okay,
Okay.
so now we do this. We push this town into here. And
On each board.
then
And then on the other board, I guess push this inland is
push
good
this
still.
into...
Into here.
Oh, yeah, that works too. Okay. Ravage. Nothing here, nothing here. This is... Yeah, 10 damage, fully blocked. Dahan fights back. Kills a... I don't have Quakes this turn. Yeah, I don't. So we'll just kill the town. And then over here, 1 damage to the Dahan. Both towns die. Yeah, that's the Ravage. Now we build in the coasts. Nothing. Town. Nothing. City. Town. City. They do build cities and coasts, just not inland.
Mhm.
And now they have to gather a town. This one can't gather. This one can't gather. This one is getting one. This one is getting one. And this one is getting this one. And then we explore sands. So that is... So this is 5 blight in this land, right? That means no... Yeah, no escalation in this board. This one gets 2 towns, though. Let's do it in this mountain and in this wetland.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course, putting the explorers in the sands. We will do that.
Yeah, that's important. So we need to deal with this land ASAP.
Yeah.
Okay. Slow
Slow
power.
powers, I got none.
I'm just going to add a presence into here because there's no one else to add it. Nowhere else to add it. Actually, I can add it here.
I think you should put them all in one.
Sorry, I cannot add it here. I have to all in one. Even if I wanted to. Okay. I will pay 2. Gain a power card. Now, major...
Go major, go major.
I need very specific cards here. I'm going minor. I'm going for 3 card plays. Oh, I'm just off.
Territorial Strife? That's a classic.
That is pretty good given our scenario. Aren't they supposed to build 2 towns instead of a city?
Inland.
Inland. Well, for the coast, I'm taking territorial strife.
All
All
right.
right.
That's it.
Yep. TP.
For this turn, I went with option number 2. I gained Steam Vents, which I impended alongside Rumblings Portend a Greater Quake. And this turn, I'm playing Resounding Footfall Slow Dismay and Inspire a Winding Dance.
I went with growth option number 3. I gained Unquenchable Flames. I'll play that alongside Lava Flows and Rain of Ash.
Alright, Resounding Footfall Slow Dismay. I'm going to generate 1 Fear, and I'm going to add a Quake token up here, and I'm going to skip the Ravage action that is going to be happening in that land, because I don't want to Blight Cascade.
Okay.
And I also gathered a Dahan into here during my growth in order to potentially ward off the Super Blight.
That's important.
Oh, I do have this, so I can add 2 Quake tokens to my lands. I can add this one. I can add this one over here, and I'll add the second one probably also over here. I think this one has enough, to be honest. Yeah. So 2 in that land, and then defend 3 in 1 more land. Let's defend 3 over here.
Nice.
Alternatively,
I only have 1.
Alternatively, I can defend these Dahan here. I think these Dahan are being sacrificed to prevent the Super Blight. I think we gotta keep some Dahan alive.
Okay.
That being said, these guys are doing 10 damage, -4. Yeah, it's not gonna Super Blight. We're fine. I'm gonna defend 3 here.
Okay. I'm going to do something really quick. I'm just gonna explode my own presence to deal 1 damage with the Badlands
Oh,
to
that's
kill
so
it down.
cursed.
It is very cursed. It's the best play on the board.
Oh my god. All right.
Let's go to event.
Dahan trade with the Invaders. Dahan don't participate in Ravages. That's bad. Display rear Wrath at this Betrayal. I kind of want to do the second one because we can afford it and it generates more fear. We can destroy. So each spirit destroys 1 Dahan in their land. I can destroy this one because it was going to die anyway.
I'm going to destroy this one.
All right.
That's 2 fear. I added it.
Okay. And then push a disease. There's no disease. Fear card. We're still on tier level 1, man. Remove an Explorer from a land matching a Ravage card. Okay, I guess. I can remove this Explorer. Make it 9.
So it's not super.
It never was, but just making it easier.
I guess I'll remove this one. This is a pretty awful card.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ravage Coasts.
Let's see the damage.
Nothing here. Over here, this town dies. Dahan lives. Over here, that is 7 damage. That is not a Super Blight. But it is still a regular Blight, which means that it's going to go Blighted Island. Let's resolve the rest of the Ravage before looking. I'm going to lose this presence. Yeah, these Dahan are going to die and it's going to Blight. These Dahan are going to die and it's going to Blight.
And this
no Ravage here.
Oh, it skipped. My bad. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, what is this? Ongoing, starting next turn. Invaders and Dahan have -1 HP. Okay. The land takes Blight on 1 less damage. Okay. When you add Blight, it destroys all presence and beasts in that land. And 1 total presence in an adjacent land. Okay.
So no more Blight. Blight is now bad, officially. Who would have thought?
As if it wasn't already, yeah.
Yep, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, ongoing, starting next turn. Alright, build in the sands. Town, 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 and then each sand gathers a town as well. Let's gather this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Explore wetlands. No explore here, because that's, yeah. Or, no, sorry, no escalation in this board. This board is going to escalate. Oops. And it'll probably be best to escalate uh here, this mountain. Okay. Slow powers.
That's all I
Inspire a
got.
winding dance. Push up to one explorer or town. Gather up to one Dahan. I think I can move this town out and gather this Dahan in. Or better yet, I might be able to do that here instead. Yeah, that protects this town.
Solid.
Or that land.
I got
Alright,
I got a
all
lot of
you.
plays. Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
I can see that.
You have to,
Remember,
you do
one
have to
damage to kill
prioritize.
things now. Or cities also. Cities are 2 HP. But
Yeah. Sans. Do you have this covered next turn?
no.
Well, you have it more covered than I have. Everything else covered. Oh my god. Here, let's start with this. Invaders don't do more damage, right? Okay, perfect.
No, it's just everyone has less HP.
Lands take one less damage to blight.
Yeah, so basically assume that we're not protecting any more lands here. We just gotta go aggressive.
To fear, I'm going to push 2 of these guys in. Let's push them into the coastal jungle.
Okay.
I'm going to lava flows to do 1 damage in this land. Kill that,
Wait, what?
so it doesn't blight.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Unquenchable Flame, 1 fear. I'm gonna do 2 damage or 1 damage here, and it will kill a town.
And then it adds a Badlands.
And it adds Badlands. Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
And then you have
I'm
your other
going
stuff.
to yeah, my other stuff. Add presence, -2 to gain a minor power. I really need the right one. Oh my god. Ellie Boone.
Ooh.
Okay. This is gonna be greedy, you're gonna hate me. But
Okay.
it's optimal. If we survive. Big if. I'm gonna move my presence. And I'm going to TP.
Wait, how was that greedy?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay. For this turn, I had to reclaim, and once again, I decided to add a presence instead of gaining a major. I'm playing Resounding Footfall, So Dismay, and Nature's Resilience, and every card that I impended is now in play. So, Gift of Seismic Energy, Steam Vents, Rumblings, Radiating Tremors, and Vanish Softly Away. And I also impended Domesticate Animals just because I can.
My play's a little simpler. I'm forgetting Exaltation of Molten Stone to gain a major power, which is Bombard with Boulders and Stinging Seeds, thanks to growth option number 3, which allows me to get an extra card play. That card play is going to be used for Treacherous Waterway, Weep for What Is Lost, Pyroclastic Bombardment, and Territorial Strife.
Okay. So,
So,
let me get the important ones out of the way. Resounding Footfall, So Dismay. 1 fear, add a Quake token in this Sands, and then skip all Ravage actions. I'm going to do that up there. And then this has 3 damage worth of invaders in it. I'm going to defend 6 in there. Additionally, I also gathered Dahan and moved presence in there to get the Sacred Site. So those are the 2 important ones, and I think all the sands that we need to cover are now covered. I have extras now. So, what's
that's
the move?
nice. Where do you want me to Pyro? I can do it here and prevent everything.
So here's the thing about Pyroclastic Bombardment. I asked you to play that card because I had this, and it synergizes very well. The thing is, though, because everything has -1 HP, you can pretty much just do it wherever you want, and it'll be good.
I'm gonna Pyroclastic Bombardment right on that jungle.
Oh, whoa. Those cities...
It does 1. The city has -1.
Was it only 1 city? I thought there were 2.
It was 1 city, man. 1 city and 3 towns.
Huh.
That was satisfying.
Yeah, what? Okay. Wow.
Bro. He was too stunned to speak.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna push this
Mm-hmm.
into here because it's screwed anyway. Treacherous Waterway. That I could explode.
You
Should I
probably
explode?
should, but wait for me. Um,
Go for it.
Gift of Seismic Energy. If you target yourself, gain 3 energy. Otherwise, target spirit gains 1 energy per power card you have in play, max 6. Do you want 6 energy?
Uh, sure. Sounds
Take
like a
it.
good deal to me.
Uh, I can defend 3 and 2 lands that are mine. And I might as well just stack the defense here because who knows what could happen. Actually, you know what? I'm paranoid. I'm going to defend 3 here as well.
Sure.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't have any... Oh, shoot. I don't have any impending cards. It's all out in play.
Ah, that's fine.
I wanted more Quake tokens. Oh, well, whatever. Alright. So, Gift of Seismic Energy is resolved. Steam Vents. I can destroy a town at range 0. Probably gonna snipe this one. Yep.
That's a good one.
And then Rumblings. I can...
You can push 3 Dahan only.
Yes. And we don't have a lot of Dahan. But where we do have Dahan, I can push this one over here.
Okay.
And that's all my fasts. Let's see if we survive Invader phase. Oh, you still have your Eruption, should you choose to do it.
Yeah, the place I wanted to do it was there for that town. I don't think it's worth it at this point.
Why
So let's
is
just
that?
move on. Because I can do it any turn I want, but I think it's safer to just do it another turn.
Yeah, let's build it up a bit.
Yep.
Okay. So, event, Blight, Voracious Consumption. After the Ravage step, add a Blight to a land with cities and no Blight. Okay.
Not applicable.
Yeah, we don't need to destroy
Okay.
presence for this. Plagues bring fear and death. 1 fear per board with disease, no fear. Or no disease, so nothing. During
Okay.
Ravage, Dahan only do 1 damage, but deal damage before invaders. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Fear card. Each player may choose a land with Dahan or adjacent to at least 3 Dahan. Invaders do not ravage there this turn. I say here.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that and just call it there.
Alright, let's not do it in the others.
Agreed.
Alright, Ravage in the Sands. So skip Ravage. Over here, Dahan do 2 damage,
Clear.
which actually kills everything because the towns have -1 HP. That's a fear card. Build in the Wetlands. That's going to be a town, and a town. And this town is going to get gathered into there, this town into here, and nothing here. And then Stage 3 Explorer, Sand Mountain. Because of this town, they explore all these, and they're probably, going to explore all these as well. Okay, moment of truth. Do we survive this game? Okay, I'm going to start with Radiating Tremors. So,
Okay.
2 damage in this Sands to kill this Explorer, and then I push this Quake token into here.
Nice.
And then Vanish Softly Away, Forgotten by All. I'm going to do this last. Earth Shudders, Buildings Fall. So I have 7 cards in play, which means I get every effect here. So let's start with the top one. 2 damage per Quake token to towns and cities only in 1 land of my choice. Let's do this one. So,
I think it's a mountain.
you think it's the mountain? That's 6 damage.
Or-
That already full clears.
Yeah, you're right. Does it
Might as-
matter?
Might as well do it. It has to be in a land that I'm in. So, yeah, it has to be this one.
Okay.
So, 8 damage to towns and cities only. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then,
All right.
wherever there are Quake tokens on the island, 1 fear. In any number of lands with Quake tokens, 2 damage per token to towns and cities only. Remove 1 Quake token. So we're gonna do 6 damage here. That's gonna kill everything here.
Does
And
that include?
remove a
It's only
token.
towns and cities, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remove this quake token, kill these towns.
Yep.
And remove this quake token, kill this town. And then 2 more fear. In each land where you removed quake tokens, 1 damage to each invader. So this wetland is cleared.
This
wetland is cleared. That mountain's cleared. This sands is cleared.
You didn't remove a quake token, did you?
Oh, you're
Let's
right.
just say you did.
I can now.
Yeah.
Okay, and now with that, top board is completely clear.
We gotta go down.
We gotta go down.
Time to migrate. Yeah.
I have Vanish Softly, Forgotten by All, which is actually in range, because it's range 2, and I have this over here.
Oh! Wait. Wow. Go for it, man.
Ooh. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh! Wait a minute! Okay.
Oh, the play. I see the play. I see the play.
Okay. So, Vanish Softly Away from All is range 2. I can go from here to here, and I'm going to remove this town.
Okay.
Then, in any 2 lands with 4 or more invaders, remove 1 invader. I'm going to remove this explorer and this city.
Okay.
Can you finish off that town?
No. I can do it on fast.
Perfect.
All right.
Now let's corral all the explorers.
Oh my god, you're just bullying at this point. Wait for what is lost for 1 fear. And I'll just, whatever. You said corral, I'll corral. Territorial strife will not go off, sadly. And I'm just going to add a destroyed presence and stack the mountain. Let's TP.
Okay.
End this game.
To close out this game, I'm going to play Steam Vents. I only have 2 Earth. But what is this?
Oh! I'm gonna play Ellie Boon. I will choose to give you an Earth.
Alright. I'm going to destroy the town that I grew into because of my growth option here.
We won this game. We won this game. We just did absolutely nothing until like turn 7, and then we instantly won the game.
Dude, I thought it was so over, and then I got the amazing tier 3 ultimate on earthquakes and killed all the explorers too.
For the longest time, I thought I was absolutely trolling when I would just do the mini explosions to buy us time. And the moment I saw that ulti go off, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
No regrets.
And then we just went down a little bit south and just cleaned up the survivors, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good game. Good game. You know the craziest part?
Hmm?
I could have destroyed all my presents if I wanted, and we could have lost. But I chose not to. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
The game was in my hand, just not in the way you wanted it to be.
Yeah. Man.
Okay.
This is a good combo. I think it would have been even better if we played the early game more optimally. Because I think I messed up. I messed up with bad positioning and forgetting how many cards I was impending at a time. But
I think yeah.
The second explosion was pretty good, and yeah, I mean the growth checks on earthquakes, the presence tracks on earthquakes are all pretty solid. So you also getting cards and adding back your presence here made the blight like a non-issue, I think.
Surprisingly, yeah. I think I could have greeted those first couple turns. I was so scared of blight for some reason, but we're against Habsburg. What am I scared of?
Yeah.
So that was a blunder. I took Unrelenting Growth and never used it. And I also took this and I never used it. It's so funny. But,
yeah. I just want to thank all of the Dahan who bravely sacrificed themselves and so that we wouldn't just lose from the super blight loss condition. Thanks to our house rule and thanks to them, their sacrifice will always be remembered in this game.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We stream this game on twitch.tv/9rootbiters. What do you guys think of the two natural disasters? Let us know, and let us know any combos you would like us to play. Anything else, Q?
No, that's all for now. Thank you all for
All right.
watching, and see you in the next one.
Bye bye.